Something just didn't sit well with me in today's gospel. And I think it's that scene in the synagogue today where people who came to worship on the Sabbath became so angry and incensed that they were ready to kill, to throw Jesus off a cliff, to kill the God they came to worship. I find that quite disturbing, yet very insightful. And I asked myself, what made them so angry? Because Jesus told them the truth, and it wasn't what they wanted to hear. The people of, Israel always believed themselves to be, the exclusive, privileged, chosen people of God. So when Jesus made reference to their history, to instances where their progenitors were punished because of their sins with a famine, while saving the Gentile widow, or when God showed mercy to the Gentile called Naaman, yet many in Israel remained leprous. Jesus, in effect, was saying that there are no special stakeholders or shareholders to God's love and favors. Psalm 115 verse 3 will say that God is in heaven. He has power to do whatever He wills. He has power to do whatever He wills. In other words, our privileged positions as children of God doesn't make us entitled to divine favors or saving grace. He gives them unmeritedly to those whom He pleases. And maybe I couldn't get past that part of the gospel because from my missionary experience here, I could identify with Jesus. I see this kind of hatred for the truth amongst us today. People abhor the truth. The truth evokes myriads of evil responses in us, from insults to calling of names to racial slurs to condemnations and what have you. And you wonder, why are people so angry with the truth? It beats me because I can understand when someone declares themselves atheist, they have nothing to do with the church. I can understand and respect their decisions so long they know the consequences of such decisions, and pray for them that they will see the light someday. But I can't understand when those who claim to be Christians come to the church and still don't want to hear the truth. They would rather like to hear a story or a joke. But you don't need a church for that. The cinema or theater will do a better job. Some would like to hear lies peddled as truth. God loves us no matter what we do. Come on, you can use contraceptives. You can live in concubinage outside wedlock. Abortion is not a big deal. Homosexuality is not sinful. You can be spiritual and not religious. You can be Christian and pro-choice. We are all going to heaven. Is that the truth? Is that really the truth? In fact, some will say, when we come to church, we don't want you to preach. Just give us communion and say a little prayer over us so that we can get on to more important stuff and tick that we have had the Sunday obligations fulfilled. These are the kinds that leave me lost for words. How we can be Christians for so long and not understand the Christian life or spirituality Jesus says, I am the truth, the way, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me, through the truth. Through the truth. He said, you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Little wonder we are in all kinds of bondage, and we don't see it. We have become a generation that don't want to listen to anyone. We know it all, and so we become so rebellious, and we kick hard. You know what they say? The truth is hate to those who hate the truth. There is another important factor responsible for their resistance of the truth today, which is worth highlighting, and that is prejudice. When we think too highly of ourselves and too little of others. Is he not the carpenter's son? They ask themselves. Of course he is, but that's not all he is. And we will never know all that anyone is. Sometimes we carry that prejudice into our places of worship. And when we do, we shut ourselves and our minds off the message God wants to give us. The prejudice can be against the preacher or the priest who addresses us. It can be against someone in the congregation, the choir, the readers. It can be against the hierarchical church. Nonetheless, a prejudiced mind will never sit comfortably in the church, will never find fulfillment in worship, or carry the gospel message home. Finally, the gospel ended on this note, that Jesus passed straight through the crowd and walked away. In other words, Nazareth is left without Jesus, without God. Think about it. That is the cost of prejudice. That is the curse of resistance to the truth. And it is my prayer that God will not walk away from us.